You know what today is?
Jackie Marlowe Day.
No.
Yom Kippur.
What is the date? Do you know that at least?
November.
Oh.
What month is this? Seriously. December?
Yes,
December 1st? Then I know what day it is.
Okay. But December 1st is not only December 1st, it's also World AIDS Day.
Right. Exactly, Robin.
Are you...
Sure, I'm all for that.
Are you honoring this day in some way?
You know who's... you talk about AIDS. It's funny. There was a magazine I was reading yesterday where they list 100 people in the entertainment industry who have died of AIDS. And they put a little picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at... And one of the guys was a writer on when I did those Fox pilots.
You're kidding.
No. And I saw his picture there, and I went, oh, he died. You know, you didn't even... I mean, I didn't hardly know the guy, but...
Which one?
A guy named... I think his name was Mason. Remember Mason?
Sure, the
guy who wrote the book?
Oscar book.
He wrote the Oscar book. Yeah, he died.
Wiley?
What's his name?
Mason Wiley. He was on Donahue a couple of times. Donahue used to have him on every year for... because he wrote that book Inside Oscar. So the day of the Oscars, Mason would, like, give his predictions.
Yeah, nice guy. So he's dead. And then I'm reading in the paper today that this very brave, very intelligent woman, this Paul Michael Glazer's wife, is laying in a coma.
I know.
I was saying, boy, she's lasting a long time. I said, man, she lasted a long time with AIDS.
Well, yeah, she left into a coma, I guess, a couple of weeks ago.
How long has she had AIDS? Like 20 years or something?
No, she's had it at least... Her story came out...
How old is her son? That would give us some indication.
She's got to have known for at least 5 to 7 years.
I think it's a little longer, maybe 10.
She's terrific, and I've seen her on some TV shows, and I like that guy. I never liked Paul Michael Glaser as
not as Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that show, but I like how he stuck with her. You know, that was really noble. Most guys in Hollywood would have dumped her, gotten rid of her, even though she got AIDS through a blood transfusion. He hung in there with her. As far as I know, very loyal to her. Seemed that way anyway.
You like the appearance, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, I like the appearance of that.
Well, here is Elton John to remind us of why this day is so important to us.
World AIDS Day?
Yes.
You know, practically everyone in the world has it. That's what it reminds us. It is World AIDS. It could be stopped, but everybody's busy without a condom. I know some people who work right at this radio station have sex without condoms.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Expose them.
Okay, where's Grillo? Come in here. Come here, World AIDS Day. Come here, tough guy. Jackie, don't you open your mouth.
Say nothing. Oh, boy.
Did you ever get an AIDS check after you made love to that girl from the pay-per-view special?
No.
You did not. So we still don't know if you have it.
I guess.
Are you still having unprotected sex?
No.
Never mind that. Are you still buying my lunch? I hate the fact that you handle it without an AIDS test. So is it ever in the back of your mind that you have AIDS?
I guess
that you could have it? What? Hello?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go get tested?
No wonder your hair falls out.
She's got less to worry about.
He worries day and night. What's the matter, man? What is this?
I'm very uncomfortable.
Listen, there was a girl at the pay-per-view special. Obviously, I'm not going to say who it was.
She was gorgeous.
She was a knockout. And this son of a bitch nailed her, which I'm jealous as hell. But
I've always thought it was very funny, the story of how he got her.
Please come to my room.
So
yeah, she was hot. You want to make out?
You want to make out with me?
Hey, let's go through that story again. That was good.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Do we have to?
What are you writing down?
Nothing.
He's got to keep notes.
He's writing his will.
I'm
dope.
I'm a dope? Is that what you think? Let's guess what he's writing. I'm... Go ahead. Keep writing. All right, I won't say anything. Go ahead. I'm now...
Balding.
Engaged.
I'm now what?
Signal.
I'm now...
Single?
Singal. S-I-N-G-A-L.
I'm not single?
No, I'm now... Singal. Oh, single. You are?
What is he single?
After this, I am.
Oh, you are? Why? Your girlfriend knows.
He was broken up at the time.
Doesn't make a difference, Robin.
So what?
Give me one.
Oh, you don't want to talk about this?
Hey, we've already talked about it. We might as well go on at this point.
Listen to him. Listen to the noises coming out of him. Yeah, but she knows about this.
It's not a. It's a very touchy subject.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, hey, she's got to deal with it.
This is you, Gorilla.
This is you.
Yeah.
You're a happening
This is who
guy.
you're sleeping with. You might as well know.
And at that time, she wasn't listening.
Oh, she doesn't know about it?
She does.
Oh, so then what do you care?
It still comes out.
Taha.
Oh.
Now, the best thing was Gorilla's pickup line. Like, this girl was a knockout.
Yes.
I mean, I got to say.
Yeah.
What is it?
There's a medical center in Queens on the phone. Would like to give Steve a free AIDS test.
Is that right?
Maybe they should come up here and test him.
You want to test him on the air?
Well, they have to draw blood. I don't want to see that.
I do.
Like I should.
For some reason, I think this will be tonight's topic of conversation.
Well, so you don't
For
have
some
to
reason,
pick
I don't
one.
think there's going to be a topic of
Why?
conversation.
Why? Because you already did this. This is over.
Doesn't make a difference.
Never over.
Really?
Thank you.
Forgive me, honey.
You were single at the time.
Doesn't make a difference.
I don't understand why.
Want me to call her?
I don't think she'll talk.
You know,
to you.
I got to tell you something. I walk back. I don't mean any harm to Steve. I walk back there all the time. I'd say at least 2 or 3 times a week, and he's going, "But honey, but what do you mean? Hey, come on!" They're always fighting.
Dude, if you're that pussy whip, why don't you just, you're better off just alone. Or you in love?
I love her. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Addicted.
Believe me,
I'm not breaking up with her.
Are you addicted to love?
if I didn't love her, I don't think I'd go do this with anybody else.
Kill her.
I see.
I wouldn't put up with anybody else's crap like I do.
She yells at you a lot?
Well, so she
So
yells at you
it's
all
just-
the time anyway. We can go in and talk.
Does she yell at you a lot?
Not yell at me, but it's just like
Constantly.
it gets like any other relationship. You know, I thought that it was it was just me, but then I hear like other people's
See,
relationships.
my wife was
it's
smart.
the
She
same
never
thing.
yelled at me before we got married.
Maybe yelling's
But
the
you
wrong
didn't
word.
go off and sleep with other girls either.
Yeah, but they broke up. I mean, in all honesty, if I had the ability to get other girls, I would have if my wife and I broke up.
See, Howard, yelling's the wrong word. She doesn't yell at him. Ask the question is, does she nag you?
Nagging? I think it's more of heated discussion.
I
maybe.
see.
That's about it.
So what happened? You were at the
At the bar.
you were at the bar, and Stuttering John said, "Hey," because Gorilla was like, "Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful."
It wasn't even her. It wasn't even.
You just wanted one of the girls.
Yeah. More or less, it was just it came up in conversation like pickup lines, and that was the
And
one.
John says to Gorilla, "Why don't you just go up and say, hey, you want to go upstairs and make out?"
Yeah.
No,
Go to
I
my
would have
room.
punched John in the face if he said that to me. But it worked. John was right. Gorilla walked right up to her and said, "Hey, you want to go up to my room and make out?" And she went, "Yeah."
Well, John says you could always, if the girl bristles and obviously shows that she's upset with your line, you always play it off as a joke. You go, ha ha ha, I was only kidding.
Yeah. That's cool.
It is.
I wish somebody had advised me to do that.
That's why John's the man.
That's right. Can't argue with him.
Yeah, and Gorilla got the girl.
You got up to the room, she gave you some party, huh?
Oh, I tell you.
But you didn't have a rubber.
What? I was extremely inebriated at the time.
Right.
I was very drunk.
Not drunk enough to miss.
Were you inebriated too?
Was you inebriated and drunk?
I was inebriated.
Go for a shot right now.
I was extremely inebriated and drunk.
Hey, Robin, she said the other day that she had sex without a condom.
Not in the age of AIDS.
Oh,
Yes,
how
you
long
did.
ago? Yes,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
When was
You're
this?
lying.
With what's his name?
Who?
You know who. The guy you had for 3 years.
Wow.
We used
Oh, you did?
protection.
Oh, you
yes,
did?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're talking about a long time ago.
Yeah.
I used to have sex without condoms all the time. When girls used to be on the birth control pill. This is the worst you get with some crabs and VD. They could cure that. They didn't even have herpes. Back when I was having some fun.
Those are the
Very,
days.
very rarely. But,
All we had was crabs in those days.
all right.
Lots of
Does that newscaster use rubbers, Robin? That
I
guy?
don't know what he used.
You never had him?
No.
Not yet, huh? She was dating some newscaster for
I
a while.
don't date him. We're friends.
Yeah, but it started out as a little romantic thing.
Friend that you lust over.
Well, that's beside the point.
Oh, really? You do?
What? No, when I used to have a crush on him
She
before
told me
I
when
met him.
she told me when
That's
she
what I
first met
said.
him, she was walking into the store and he was walking out and he goes, "Oh, Robin, hi," and she went, "Oh, hi," and ran to the back of the store. She got all nervous, like a little schoolgirl.
That sounds right.
I had a crush on him before I ever met him. Yes.
You should have just said, hey, you want to go to my room and make out?
I didn't know that line then.
It worked for me.
I wonder if it would be weird if you had the AIDS from that.
Oh,
I don't think you have it, though. I don't think you have
She's
it.
still all right.
Yeah, you seem pretty healthy. And she's still cooking. I think you got off lucky.
Call her, shaking.
Are you shaking, really? Let me see. Hold out your hand. Look at that, you are shaking.
Look at that
sign.
Yeah.
You might have AIDS.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just bad nerves.
Nervous system.
So why don't you just go get checked? You want this guy from Queens to check you?
You should.
I guess I should. I don't know.
Why don't you do it for your lady love?
For you, I'll do it, honey, to prove my love for you. I'm dying deep devotion.
That's what you can tell her. I decided to have a test for you.
Because I'm responsible.
Look how his hands are shaking. You might have malaria. Forget about AIDS.
Is he that scared of his girlfriend?
How can you go through life being so scared of your girlfriend,
I'm not
dude?
scared of her. I just know what's going to come out of this.
I can see getting married and then being scared of your wife, but...
A girlfriend?
Well, you know, I'm involved with her.
Yeah, it's his girlfriend. But he's so scared of her.
Man, he's trembling.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
You want to test Gorilla?
Sure, we can test his girlfriend, too. We'll do it for free, no problem. The quick test will be in and out 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, because I want him out of here if he's sick.
You're going to fire him and then he'll wind up in a case with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, right. Hey, they'll make a movie about my life.
Gorilladelphia.
Gorilladelphia.
He can come in the morning. He can come after hours. No big deal. 30 minutes tops.
You want to go? You want to go, dude?
I think I just want to go crawl underneath the bed.
Do you want to go or no?
I guess I should, right?
I would recommend it, I think. How long ago did you have sex?
January.
You mean the unprotected sex?
I would, yeah. I would get a test right away, I think.
Right away.
Yeah, you know what? I think I would leave now, Gorilla, and get the test.
I think I should have stayed home today.
Actually, I might not want to know. When you were with her, did you look at it? Did it look dirty?
Oh, dear.
No? Everything looked clean? What'd you do to it? Were you really involved down there?
I smashed my glasses.
Not too long.
Did you smash your glasses?
I couldn't hear the stereo.
No.
You didn't do that?
I lost my hat.
I would have done that to her.
Clumps of hair were coming out. Missed my high school ring.
And you probably didn't get it. Mostly the girls get it. Are you going to vomit?
No. My stomach is now acting up.
Oh, man.
You don't see symptoms for about a year.
You don't see symptoms right away.
You're scared, Howard.
That's his beard.
It could be well into it. I mean, if he does have.
What do you mean by symptoms?
Well, like you might see a purple welt.
Diarrhea is a symptom, swollen glands.
Do you have swollen glands? Do you have diarrhea?
No.
Sure.
Do you have diarrhea?
It's always better to check. I mean, it's always good to check.
Pull down your pants. Let me check your weenie.
Why?
Let me see, because I could tell.
No, I
Tell if it's infected. It's fine. Let's see it.
No.
He showed it to that girl.
She did things for me.
Oh, I didn't say I wouldn't do anything for you.
He didn't say he wouldn't.
All right, so where are you located?
We're on Queens Boulevard and Woodhaven Boulevard, where they intersect in Rego Park.
All right. I'm going to send them over to you.
Okay, it's the MIST Medical Center.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
That's Dr. Schwartz.
Oh, man.
Can I send Ralph, too?
How did we get into this, man?
Fireworks?
Yeah, what do you got?
That's Grilly's girlfriend.
Hi.
Hi. Is Steve there?
This is Mrs. Gorilla. Almost Mrs. Gorilla.
Yes,
Wait,
Steve,
I don't really want to be on the air. I just want
Well, we're on the air.
Oh.
John just said to you, will you come on the air?
Oh, I must not have heard him.
Oh.
Well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, be on the air with us.
Okay.
I've never really gotten to talk to you that much.
That's true.
She's cute, too. You better go with Gorilla for the test.
Well, I've been tested, actually,
Oh, so you're fine.
since then, yeah.
Oh, so Gorilla's probably okay.
Oh, I'm sure it's okay.
Isn't there an incubation?
What was that?
Isn't there some sort of an incubation period? Like if you get tested, don't you have to get tested every 6
Look
months?
at Gorilla, man. Are you afraid of your girlfriend or what, dude?
No, I'm not afraid of her.
What kind of relationship do you have? You're sitting here like holding your head and rocking back and forth.
I think he's going to faint.
Be a man with her. She's never going to have any respect for you.
No. I respect him more when he scares me.
If your woman starts yelling at you, man, tell her to screw off and go out and have some unprotected sex or something, man. Don't.
Well, it's not like.
Or say I love you. It cures everything. Tell her you love her.
I told her that before.
Tell her now.
I love you.
I know you love me. I just don't like you talking about this on the air. It just embarrasses me about the January thing. I think it's stupid that he had sex with somebody that he just met.
But you were banging someone too.
I knew the guy.
Oh.
You knew the guy for how long?
My boyfriend. I was, you know.
You never had a one-night stand.
When I was probably 16 years old.
So, but you did.
In like 1985.
It's a little different, Steve. Today's the day and age of AIDS.
Thank you.
But it was back then too.
Was it?
85?
Yeah, that was the age of AIDS.
Well, you know.
What was that?
It was the very beginning. It was the genesis years.
No, it was really before, though. It was before we knew so much about it.
What is it, Basil? Basil wants to say something. Go ahead, Basil.
I've been sending here to say you should ask her what she thinks about Grillo's appearances with the bazooka.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard you don't like the Bazooka Girl appearances.
Well, they just annoy me. All of it just annoys me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to stand up for yourself, Grillo.
I do.
I've never seen a guy who gets off the phone with his girlfriend and you're rocking and holding your head.
I just know this is going to be like dealt with for a long time.
She sounds reasonable to me. Why are you always saying she's unreasonable?
The first time.
I do have to say, if those appearances annoy her a little, I don't know what she's saying to Steve, but just watching his reaction on the other end of the phone, it doesn't look like a little.
Yeah. Would she yell at you about it?
No, she goes.
You got to go out.
I invited her along to go see bazookas. I invited her to the club I work at every weekend. She the one thing I didn't invite her to was I invited her to that too. Yeah. No, the Cycle Queen thing I did because I knew there was going to be a lot of biker chicks getting drunk and taking their tops off, and I knew I had to be on stage with these girls.
But the way you invite me is like this. Well, you're really not going to like it, and there's going to be things going on.
Exactly, and I have to be on.
But if you want to go,
yeah, and I have to be on stage. And I have to do all this stuff, and you're going to be sitting in the corner looking at me, and like...
Hey, this sounds like me and my wife.
Oh, boy.
Don't get married, dude. You two are not right for each other. Trust me.
Well, if you and your wife...
2 years, I think.
Perfect for each other.
Yeah.
I normally don't care. I don't care about these things, but this New Year's Eve thing, it just annoys me that he would be so stupid.
But he did it.
Yeah, so we have to talk about it.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Okay.
We have to talk about it because I have to teach him.
It's World AIDS Day, and we have to do something about it.
Oh, it is AIDS Day?
Yeah, since he probably has it, we want to talk to him about it.
I'm glad we can help out. But,
right.
But I do have one thing to say. The reason that I get pissed about these bazooka things and stuff is because I know he was stupid enough to do it before.
Right. You don't trust him.
Oh, and he's drinking, too, right?
Right, and he drinks till he passes out.
I don't go and I don't get, like, hammered.
How many drinks do you have? Be honest.
I had a couple of beers, but that's about it. That night, I had more than a couple of beers. I had a couple of...
He had a spy come to my job.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't have a spy come to her job.
No.
You had a spy go to her job?
No, someone went in there and said that she was flirting with somebody. And the guy came up with a name.
Were you OJ?
No, somebody that I know said he goes where she works all the time. And
so you sent someone into the spy?
No, he said he goes in there all the time. And he said
were you flirting with somebody?
Well, yeah.
I love how it's okay for her to flirt, but if I ever flirted with somebody...
You don't have anybody to flirt with. Nobody looks at you. That's why you're so hard up for her.
She says she likes it when you're scared of her, so you might as well stay this way.
Do you flirt at your job?
Who, me?
Yeah. Because you've got a really nice body. Do you show off your pretty legs? And,
well, it's kind of hard with the uniform, but, you know...
Oh, you still got the job at Wendy's?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Gorilla, you ought to get it. What is it, Basil? What is it, man?
Okay, the biggest fight so far has been...
Get on a microphone. Would somebody hand him a microphone?
And what does Basil know?
The biggest fight so far has been the whole Gorilla moving into John's apartment instead of moving in with her.
Oh, yeah?
No, Basil, you have it wrong. I didn't want to move in. I just figured cheap rent. Why wouldn't you help out your girlfriend before you'd help out Ganji? No offense to Ganji.
But it's Ganji's apartment to begin with.
Okay, but I'm over that. I got over that.
No, you don't.
I don't even want to live in there if it's such a dump. Honestly.
Like, if you're so over it, then how come I still resent you? Oh, I hate you for taking that apartment. You're not over it.
You can't afford an apartment. Don't get one.
But I can. I'm working. I have a job.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
And then she gets mad at me if I work on the weekends when I'm dirt poor and I barely have enough money to eat. And this place is willing to offer me money to come work at this club every weekend.
She gets real possessive and everything.
Well, she
yells at you for working?
No,
she doesn't yell at me. It's not like she yells at me. It's more or less that...
So what are you doing with her?
Whines, huh?
Kiss her off right now.
No,
Go ahead, tell her.
Why?
He can't.
What?
Go ahead, give her the brush off.
No. What? I have a lot of emotions,
I have a lot of emotions.
You guys barely articulate. I'm enjoying hearing this relationship.
You've gotten me to the point where I can't even talk right now.
Tell me about the Green Day tickets fight. What was that one?
There was no Green Day tickets fight. And how does this stuff go?
Because you do this to me when I'm sitting in the office and everybody's sitting there and I
didn't do anything. All I said was you would never...
Robin asked me if
I had said, Steve, let's do something Friday night. No.
Hold on.
The only 2 Friday nights you've taken off are to go with John somewhere or to go with Robin somewhere.
What Friday night did I take off to go with John somewhere?
Tony and Tina's wedding.
Yeah, I brought my little sister to go see Tony and Tina's wedding, and I brought her along.
Yeah.
I took off my little sister, not for John.
But you won't do it on your own, you won't do it for yourself.
And I went to work that night. I didn't even take off. I went to work after that, remember? Yeah. Okay, and the Green Day ticket thing was...
wait,
Robin asked me if I wanted to go see Green Day.
Do you not sleep every other Friday night, unless you have something to do that has to do with someone else besides me?
What?
If you're going out with me, you'll be in my bed sleeping. That's considered...
That's if I go to...
Why don't you tell her you've had sex with her 100 times already? The thrill is gone, and when you go out, you're prowling for tricks. If you get somebody better, you're going to take her. That's, of course, that's how every guy is. That's how I would play it with you.
Sometimes I have to read a book in the middle of it.
Well, honestly, I've been with her 2 years, and to tell you the truth, she still gets me as horny as she did the first day. I totally love her body.
With the exception of for New Year's.
What happened New Year's?
Girl looked just like her.
I swear, she looked just like you.
Yeah, but I knew she was with someone else, and I asked her back, and she wouldn't go back with me, so it was like, I guess in one way it was sort of out of spite.
You would do something like that with a girl that you just met.
I knew her all week. How's that?
We had a deep, meaningful relationship.
What I don't understand is these guys were broke up, and she's sleeping with somebody, and he's fooling around, which I didn't know at the time.
But she can't believe that.
Hold on. Blasted on the radio. He doesn't have to be reminded of it.
But wait a minute.
Yeah, but I'm doing it, not him.
Howard, this whole thing was going on. Meanwhile, he said, "Can I crash in your room?" And he crashed in my room, and he called her up at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night.
And because I was still hurt.
At 3 in the morning?
Yeah, when I
was calling her to make sure she wasn't there with somebody.
Was that after you'd been with that other girl?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't after. It was before. That's why I sort of kind of lost it by the end of the week. Because I would call up and say, "You still don't want to get back together?" She goes, "No, I'm sort of with this guy right now." And
then you went out and had sex with that other girl?
Yeah.
Unprotected?
Unfortunately.
I just wanted to throw it all away.
I wanted to kill myself. It was like a Gamagazi mission.
She asked me, you two have too many problems to be together.
No, I'm all right about it.
I think she's waiting to meet another guy, and you're waiting to meet another girl. That's my beat on all this.
Well, Steve...
Yeah, you're two in a holding pattern.
Well, if that's what it is for you, then...
I bet you I could get her set up with a really good guy. I'm going to put you on dial-a-date.
No, that's okay.
I'm going to get you set up with a really cool guy.
No,
I bet you'll dump Steve in 2 minutes.
No, I wouldn't dump him in 2 minutes.
Why don't you ask her to marry you, if you love her so much? Go ahead.
Why?
Go ahead, ask her. Let's see what she says.
Why would I do that?
Steve.
Ask her.
Don't worry about it.
Ask her if you love her.
I do love her.
So say it.
What, man?
Ask her to move in with you and Ganji.
No, I don't.
You want to move in with him and Ganji? Would you like that?
No.
Why not?
In fact, I think it's going to be a little too close. He's going to be right down the street from me.
Too close?
Well, what are you hiding?
I'm not hiding that. Yeah, exactly. What the hell are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. Be quiet.
I'm the one who's got to worry.
All right, listen, I don't even care about you two. That's the end of it.
Okay.
Listen, I hope you work things out.
Well, thank you.
She's a very cute girl. I like her.
I
but
like
you guys ought to work on personalities.
She's way too pretty for Steve.
She's way too pretty for Steve. Is the problem. Steve's head over heels in love with her.
That's right.
Well, okay.
She's a nice-looking girl.
So, Steve, you going to get your AIDS test?
I guess so.
Okay.
All right.
All right, call me later, Steve.
I'll call you later.
Okay.
I can get along better with you than he can. Bye.
Bye.
Boy, she got you.
Wow.
Where's your leash?
You're pussy whipped, dude.
It's in the closet.
I never saw anybody so bad off. She yells at you, man.
She doesn't yell at me.
Got you trained.
No, believe me, I don't take the crap. It's just more or less...
Sure.
It's just the fact that we got to argue about it every time. It comes up, and it's like, what are you doing? Why don't you think before you argue with me? You know what I'm saying?
What?
Look at you. You're a mess.
Perfect example.
You going to go for the AIDS test?
I just said yeah.
Yeah.
But a perfect example is like, Robin wasn't going to go, and she gave me the ticket, so I called over and said, hey, I got 2 tickets to Green Day. Do you want to go? Oh, well, you're going to take off a Friday night. You would have done it for Robin. You wouldn't have done it for me. I said...
So what are you doing with her? What, are you so bad off that you can't... I mean,
no, I'm not
if
bad
she's being
off.
irrational like that, according to what you're saying,
because
I don't know
you know what?
is, but...
I guess last year she was...
What is
last year when I broke up with her, she was like worse than this. So now at least I can talk to her and things smooth over, and then it's cool.
And then I flip out.
I don't know what he's talking about. All right, I gotta go. All right, good luck.
Who are you?
Hoo-ha.
She's more rational.
Wow, wow, wow.
All right, we're going to take a break, Robin. We'll continue with the news.
All right.
Since it's World AIDS Day.
Yes.